Hi, my name is Anita and I've been offered a place to study mathematics at Murray Edwards College, Cambridge. The first step in applying to Oxbridge is of course choosing a course. I'd like to be able to say don't rush, but the fact of the matter is, the earlier you figure out what you want to study, the more time you have to tailor your application to your respective course, so it's best to work out early on. What I will say though is that you need to remain open-minded. Many people, like me, find that the course meant for them was not the one they had initially chosen, so be open to change. Another important decision is choosing what college to apply for. I had applied to Emmanuel College based mainly on the feel of the place at the open day, though later realised I had neglected to check valuable admissions data available online that perhaps would have changed my decision. So I would suggest being thorough. It should be noted that some Oxbridge applicants, myself included, are reallocated to another college to ensure that competitive applicants who do not receive offers from the college they chose can still be considered for a place elsewhere. So it's possible to end up at a completely different college from the one you applied to. Depending on where you apply, you may be required to sit an admissions test. For me, that was TMUA and soon to be STEP. Unsurprisingly, the best advice I can offer you is to prepare and prepare. You really want to make sure that you're as confident as can be on the day and will not be thrown off your game by any nerves or test centre related inconveniences. And the best way to do this is to familiarise yourself as much as possible with the test and style of questions. This will also serve to help you when it comes to preparing for interviews. There are tons of resources online to help you prepare, as well as support from the relevant departments within school. The admissions test can be the making or breaking of your application, as many competitive universities tend to place a lot of weight on it, so it's crucial to ensure you perform your best. Your Oxbridge ELT mentor essentially serves as your own personal proofreader. You've been fortunate enough to be provided with someone who you can send endless personal statement drafts and then receive endless feedback on them. Do not take this for granted. Mine helped me with not only my personal statement, but also gave me a mock interview, occasionally emailed me with interview-type problems, and proofread my additional personal statement, which you will eventually need to write should you apply to Cambridge. In short, do not hesitate to hassle your OE as much as you need. In my opinion, the scariest thing about applying to Oxbridge is without a doubt the interview. Even if you excel at your subject, it's extremely difficult to cope with the pressure of being watched so intensely. I found mock interviews to be the most helpful means of preparation, of which I did many. Nerves aside, I found it challenging to get into the habit of thinking aloud. It's easy to assume that since your interviewers are experts, they'll understand your line of thinking without needing meticulous explanation. What you need to realise is that this is not always the case. And even if it were, by not being clear in your explanations, you are potentially neglecting to show true understanding of the question. If possible, it's best to do at least one interview with someone you don't know very well to imitate the real thing as best you can. For me, this was my OE, though I also accepted an optional interview from my safe choice uni, purely for the sake of feeling more prepared. Engaging with your subject is the best way to boost your personal statement. Ideally, you want to have an excess of supercurriculars and activities to write about, giving you the flexibility to include only the most effective content in your personal statement. Don't miss any activity to get involved in subject-relevant clubs, courses and more. I was in a difficult position as I had initially opted for engineering rather than maths, which was evident by my supercurriculars, though I was still able to include the work I had done by, within that, picking out what was most relevant to my course and how it led me to change my mind. It's also important to show passion outside of the classroom in your chosen course to display genuine interest beyond convenient opportunity, such as online courses and relevant books, which can be found by looking up reading lists. When mentioning these, take care not simply listing your achievements, but focusing on what you gained from them. At first, I was engaging with my subject mainly for the purpose of improving my application, but later found my interest had developed significantly and I had started looking forward even more to studying maths at university. Overall, I hope this has given you some valuable insight into the process of applying to Oxbridge and wish everyone good luck in their application journeys.